When I was younger, I remember reading a book, and it's saying that you need to make your weaknesses your strong areas, right? And I always said, like, how can my stutter, my speech impediment be a strength?
All right, boy, let's get this put away. Well, the first time I ever met Jesse, fortunately someone had given me a heads up and said that, hey, he stutters really, really, really bad. I had seen a few people in my life stutter, but not like this. Well, I went, man, I just don't know. Because in strength and conditioning, you got to stand up in front of the team so many times, and you got to address the team. You got interviews, you got recruiting, and I'm thinking, man, I don't know if this is going to work out. But I thought, you know what? This guy's intelligent. He loves the weight room. Maybe there's a place for him.
While I was growing up, although I had a speech problem, I could always write. I could always get my point across in writing. And as I grew up and as I become a coach, and I'm very good at now clearly, concisely saying what I'm saying while I'm coaching. I don't have a problem speaking with anyone while I coach them, right? Writing taught me how to coach because it taught me how to declutter my mind and focus on only the essential things.
I kept hearing about his blog and how insightful it was and that he could write extremely well. And I read through it and I went, wow, this guy's pretty darn sharp. And so after a while, he became my go-to guy, and I'd bounce ideas off of him because I started to recognize this guy knows what he's talking about.
You need to do what you did last week. If you want to go heavier, you can. Yes,
the one thing that we found was that every team he worked with won. They were always successful. And when he quit working with them, they weren't always so successful.
Sound good. Use your hips.
It wasn't because he was screaming and hollering, but just because of his personality and his ability to coach guys and women at the level that they needed to be excellent.
So I did some Olympic weightlifting actually before I met Bill, and then I did my first powerlifting competition with him when I was an intern under him.
He got big. I don't know if you know how big he got. He got really big, and his bench press got really good. And he set his, I believe it was his first world record in the bench press as a junior, and broke a Legends world record.
Coach Bill definitely had me do things that I had never done. He had me work harder than I had ever done. I saw what I could do. If I just worked at this craft, if I just honed everything in, that I could take those lessons and apply them everywhere else. I think that it was a lesson that taught me how to then become a good coach, how to own a business, how to run a business, how to be successful in life. When I originally thought about opening a gym, I thought I would work with team athletes because that's what I had done. But because of Olympic weightlifting growing, a gym like this can actually exist and it can do well now. When I say that lifting saved my life, I mean that lifting saved my life, right? Lifting weights is the reason why I built a successful gym. Lifting weights is the reason why I can be in business. If not, I would have never had an outlet, right? And if I'd never had an outlet, anger might have consumed me, right? And because I could let my anger out through lifting weights and expressing myself that way, then I was able to then control everything and control my attitude. This gym, it's my dream in the sense that it's not only the dream that I wanted to build, but it's the dream that I wanted to have. Right? This is the gym I wanted to have existed. I wanted to create a place where people felt welcome. Everyone who trains here works very hard. There's no mistake that when you walk in here, you see my lifters working, you know that they're working hard. You know that they're pushing themselves as hard as they actually can, that they're pushing themselves to be better, that they're learning everything that they can. As long as you're respectful of that and everyone sees that you're working hard but having fun, because we do have a lot of fun here, then this is your gym. You're welcome here.
No, for real, man. For sure.